From the bottom to the top to the top to the bottom. From heavyweight to minimum weight to the minimum weight to the heavyweight division. Guys, these are the 24 greatest boxers in history in the 2020s, even in the current era of today, as we're recording this. Welcome to International Hunger Games Championship, ladies and gentlemen. We have 12 males, 12 females. The greatest world championship boxers, pound for pound, from all weight classes. I'm thinking about doing a heavyweight in the future, probably like past prime fighters in the 1990s or 1980s or 20th century type. But for now, it's time to talk about this, guys. Now, guys, there's 17 weight classes originally in the division as of today, or so on, because technically you would count 19 weight classes, but the autumn weight only has female boxers, and the bridger weight has male boxers, even though they're not same. Then they don't run by the same genders. So, and also the cruiserweight division, yeah, similar. Like male boxers, sometimes they say female boxers are there, but I won't include that. So the 16 weight classes are here today. So with that being said, let's begin. I was gonna put Jai Opetaia here, but because he's cruiserweight, but there's no female cruiserweight, so that's the reason why. In District 1, we have two undisputed champions in the heavyweight division, Alexander Usyk and Claressa Shields. Followed in District 2, we have Dimitri Bivol, light heavyweight undisputed champion, and also She Connealy, that hasn't boxed over a year now. I was going to say Lonnie Daniels should be in the top of it, but her loss against Claressa Shields made me realize, yeah, she doesn't deserve it, so I gave it to Connealy. In District 3, we have, well, three-time undisputed champion, three weight classes, Terrence Crawford, and unified super middleweight champion, Shadysia Green. District 4, we have Janibek and Desley Robinson, middleweight champions, actually unified champions. In District 5, we have Devin Haney, another undisputed champion that actually is moving up a weight class, taking on Brian Norman Jr. soon enough to fight for his third weight class. I think Michaela Mayer is also doing the same thing in the future. She's about to strip out her title in the welterweight or super welterweight as we speak. But pretty much, we'll see about that later. In District 6, we have Teofimo Lopez and Katie Taylor. And then, of course, in District 7, we have a lightweight and a super featherweight fighter, Shakur Stevenson and Alicia Baumgartner. I know they're not in the same district or weight class, but like I said, there's 12 districts here, and with 16 weight classes, I'm trying my best to fit the ones that I should bring in. So keep that in mind. In District 8, we have Nick Ball, and heavyweight or featherweight undisputed champion, former Amanda Serrano. Pardon me. In District 9, we have super bantamweight undisputed champion Nalia Inoue, former bantamweight undisputed champion, and Ellie Scottney actually is taken out due to an injury. She was going to fight for the first ever female for an undisputed super bantamweight title fight, but she's pulled out off the Jake Paul card next month because of an injury. And in District 10, we have Junto Nakatani and Chineka Johnson. With Chineka Johnson as bantamweight undisputed champion, but not the greatest than Dina Thorson, as she's the Ring Magazine and #1 champion. But because she's out of boxing due to a pregnancy, we'll see about that in the future. In District 11, we have Jessie Da Bomb Rodriguez and Mizuki Hiruta, greatest Japanese woman boxer, and the next star of Jessie Rodriguez, the first ever male boxer to ever become a champion, born in the 2000s. And of course, Kyosuke Takami, light flyweight champion. Yes, there's no flyweight, so sorry about that. And Yokasta Valley, minimum weight champion. So with that being said, let's begin. And begin, oh my god, damn. Okay, if you people were voting for Chineka Johnson, I am sorry. I know people might be really pissed off right now because Johnson is unable to convince Katie Taylor. Oh, man. Yeah, everyone's going to click out right now because of that. Okay, let's just ignore it. Teofimo Lopez, Ellie Scottney, Junto Nakatani run away from the cornucopia. Except Nakatani, he hides. Devin Haney sets off an explosion, taking out Dimitri Bivol, Amanda Serrano, and Desley Robinson. And here I thought Serrano and Taylor were going to meet again, but Taylor had other plans, and Haney had other plans as well, because, man, people are going out like butterflies. Nick Ball runs away with Kyosuke gathering as much food as he can. Mizuki runs away for the cornucopia with Alicia clutching a first aid kit. Yenebek finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver, while Michaela runs away, followed by Yokasta, Naoya Inoue, Jesse, Shakur, and Terrence. Wow. Alexander Usyk shoots a poisonous dart right into Shadicia Green's neck, slowly killing her. Clarissa Shields runs away while Chi Connealy decides not to participate in competition. Sounds like this competition was too much for her. All right, Yenebek, Jesse, Junto, and Kyosuke hunt for other tributes. This is an interesting duo type here. Naoya questions his insanity while Terrence Crawford makes a wooden spear. Yokasta surprisingly defeats Devin Haney but spares his life. That might be a little bit of a problematic there in the future for Yokasta. Michaela is pricked by thorns while picking berries, while Shakur sees smoke rising from the distance. Lopez discovers a cave while Mizuki also makes a wooden spear, while Ellie Scottney sees smoke rising from the distance with Shields collecting fruit from a tree. Usyk receives medical supplies, which he needs it, from recovering from his back injury. Alicia makes a wooden spear with Nick Ball exploring the arena, and Katie receives medical supplies. Look at that, 6 cannon shots are off, ladies and gentlemen, and 5 girls are out of competition. Well, make that 6 because women are becoming a lot more stupider in this competition, because after Yokasta singing herself to sleep, same with Clarissa, Alicia poisons Yenebek's drink, only to mistake it for her own. Why? Oh boy, Naoya receives explosive while Michaela quietly hums. Terrence, Kyosuke, and Teofimo sleep in shifts while Nick Ball cries himself to sleep. Okay. Ellie lets Jesse into her shelter while Alexander and Devin tell stories about themselves. This is going to be interesting. Mizuki destroys Shakur Stevenson's supplies. Okay, Mizuki, I think you should get out of there before you have a chance. Nakatani climbs up a tree to rest while Katie is treating her infection. We come to day 2 where Lopez makes a wooden spear while Yenebek injures himself. Might be after that last attack he was in. While Crawford makes a wooden spear with Mizuki thinking about home. Yeah, considering Mizuki has been boxing in America for a while, we all have to think about home. Yeah. Alexander overhears Nick Ball and Yokasta talking in the distance while Jesse also thinks about home. Michaela camouflages herself in the bushes, which I don't know if wearing yellow is that good being in the bushes, but... Kyosuke hunts for other tributes while Naoya also thinks about... Man, everyone is thinking about home right now. Dang. Devin defeats Ellie, but spares her life. Junto repeatedly... Wow. Man, went full on the... Yeah, damn. Okay, so I guess Katie Taylor is out for that. And I guess a lot of fans are going to be happy for Clarissa Shields. If you're a Layla Ali fan out there, congratulations. She fell off a pit. Also Shakur Stevenson follows suit. So, yeah. 4 cannon shots are released, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. Man. A lot of females. Guys, it seems like females are not... Guys, I don't think female boxers are good. No wonder men are dominating the sport world. Of course, men are going to make more money, and the women are just falling out one by one. Kyosuke attempts to start a fire while Jesse goes to sleep. Inoue, Crawford, Usyk, Valley, and Hirota sweep and shifts. Lopez receives Queen Water while Devin tends to Junto's wounds. Nick questions his insanity while Janibek severely slices Ellie Scottney. Wow. Sheesh. Michaela loses sight of where she is. Lopez chases Janibek while Mizuki, Ball, and Inoue hunt for other tributes. Takami cannot handle the circumstances, unfortunately. Dang. Usyk defeats Haney, but actually spares his life. Jesse scares off Nakatani while Valley, Yokasta sees smoke rising from the distance, decides not to investigate while Crawford goes hunting, and Michaela tries to spear fish. Man, 2 more cannon shots. Yeah, let's count. All right, Crawford, there, 3, you're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, okay, so there's 9 here. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Wow. So we're 12 tributes left in competition, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 females left. Michaela Mayer, Mizuki, and Yokasta are alive. The rest are males. Man, we're 3 days into competition. And, well, as long as I pointed that out, Michaela Mayer actually puts in some offense on the fastest, shortest, badass dude, Jesse the Bam Rodriguez. I don't know how she took out Rodriguez, but she did. Okay, well, looks like that's a little bit interesting competition there. Nick Ball, Inoue, run into each other. Excuse me. Mizuki looks at the night sky while Janibek, Crawford hold hands. Okay. Usyk, Haney, and Yokasta sleep in shifts. And Junto kills Teofimo Lopez while he tries to run away. Man, 2 men are out of competition there. That's... Junto hunts for other tributes while Naoya tries to spear fish with a trident. Mizuki defeats Yokasta but spares her life. Sounds like she wants the females. Sounds like, guys, Mizuki, I don't think Mizuki has actually done any harm in this competition. Sounds like she wants to keep the females alive right now. While Michaela's begging for Alexander Usyk to kill her, but he refuses. Man. Guys, Alexander Usyk is keeping his competition alive, which is crazy. Nick Ball ambushes Terence Crawford and kills him. Wow, what a legend there for a British boxer. Janibek is pricked by thorns while Devin injures himself. And look at that. This competition might be changing. And Alexander Usyk also begs for Michaela Mayer to kill him, only for Mayer to refuse, keeping Usyk alive. Well, that's great. That's really great. Okay, we got a truce bond against these two right now. That's good. Junto defeat Janibek but spares his life. Mizuki Hirota working with the boys here with Nick, Naoya, and Devin. They tell each other ghost stories. I'm sure Nick and Devin are doing it, and Inoue and Hirota are doing their own. Yokasta receives Queen Water. Oh, and the cornucopia feast is replenished with food, supplies, weapons from the tribute's family. And there goes another Japanese fighter there. Nakatani gets taken out with a hatchet by Devin Haney. Surprisingly, Michaela and Nick decide not to go while Mizuki gathers as much food as she can. Which you have to. Usyk steals from Janibek's memories. Ew. Inoue and Yokasta decide not to go. Oh, and Mizuki injures herself. Dang. Alexander Usyk scares Devin Haney off while Nick discovers a cave. Yokasta is hunting for other tributes while Naoya is sleeping through the entire day while Mayer also discovers a cave. Janibek receives Queen Water, and look at that, 1 cannon shot's out. Oh, Yokasta, Devin, and Michaela successfully ambushed Nick Ball, Naoya, Inoue, and Janibek. Whoa, that's a crazy moment there. And Mizuki questions her insanity, and Alexander Usyk of all great heavyweights, accidentally steps on a landmine. Oh my gosh. Yokasta Valley, Mikaela Mayer, and Mizuki Hiruta are still alive from competition. Guys, after 3 days of competition, we had 12 tributes left. 9 males and 3 females. Now, with these 3 players dying, I think Devin Haney was doing all the work here, but I don't know how you could take out Inoue. Like, Janibek, I don't know, but we started out with 9 men. Now we have Devin Haney, the only male fighter left, with Mizuki, Mikaela, and Yokasta. Wow. This is turning into an interesting competition here. And that's what I say until Mikaela Mayer poisons herself, mistaken for her own drink. Again, another female doing the same thing, so this is a whole different ball game here. Mizuki fishes, well, Yokasta discovers a river. I'm sure Yokasta and Mizuki are in the same river, so I can't say much about that. Mikaela Mayer, can't say much about that. The arena turns pitch black. Mizuki flails her weapon around, accidentally killing Devin Haney while Yokasta trips on a rock and falls off a cliff. Must be the same exact cliff where Clarissa Shields and Shakur Stevenson met their fate. Unbelievable. After 6 days of competition, Mizuki Hiruta, District 11, is your winner. And she only got 1 kill. 1 kill. Devin Haney has 7 kills. And Mikaela Mayer and Yokasta got 4 and 3 kills. And, well, most of them, they were teaming with Devin Haney in the triple kill with Ball, Inoue, and Janibek. But still, Mizuki Hiruta only got 1 kill. Like the rest of these other players. Look at this, guys. 9 females from 24th to 13th place, or 14th place, were eliminated. There are only 10 male boxers left in the top 13 before Kyosuke died. And Mikaela Mayer, Yokasta, and Mizuki came out of nowhere. Unbelievable. What a surprising... Guys, I don't know what to say about that. I kind of do apologize for saying females suck right there. I do apologize for that because I really did not expect it to end it like this. Wow. Unbelievable. And guys, I think Mizuki was getting hurt or getting attacked. She did defeat Yokasta, but spared her life. But yeah, she didn't do much of competition. Look, the bloodbath started out, death everywhere. Look at these players going one by one every day, and man, after day 3 was over, it became a new ball game. Rodriguez, Lopez, Crawford, sheesh, and most of them they were just men fighting each other, while the women were just staying out of trouble. That is until Mayer and Yokasta decided to gamble it all with Haney, and surprisingly, they got the job done, and day 6 came around, and Haney got lucky again. Guys, I think Devin Haney would have had a chance to win competition. I think Devin Haney would have defeated Yokasta and Mizuki easily if the arena did not turn pitch black, because that was the game decider there. That was the game decider there. Guys, Devin Haney might have had a chance. He was slaughtering competition. Devin Haney demolished 3 people with the explosion in the first event in the bloodbath, took out Nakatani, teamed out with these 2, and took him out night 5. He was crushing competition until the arena came, and that's what cost him his... Sheesh, what an unbelievable choke there. Doubling out the kills he had. That's crazy. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Sheesh. Yeah, again, 1 kill. Mizuki only got 1 kill, and that was for an accident. That was, jeez. Well, congratulations, guys. Congratulations for Mizuki becoming Hunger Games champion. Is she the greatest professional boxer in pound for pound? Well, we're going to have to see this in the future, guys. But with that being said, thank you for watching this episode. Make sure you love every single bit of these boxers. Give them support because some of them deserve it. Some of them, well, maybe they don't. But for the heck of it, they're doing their job for what they're doing. So give them support. And with that being said, see you next time.